Alright, so take a couple of moments. Pause the video if you want to do this problem on your own first. But I'm going to get right into it. For number 6, it's all about designing a class essentially. So you have a car. A car has a certain number of doors. Some cars have air conditioning, some don't. And then their efficiency, miles per gallon. So you have to think about how do you turn this into an object. As far as this goes, I think this is actually, hopefully it's pretty straightforward because you can think of the car as being the object, and these things like number of doors, air conditioning, and average miles per gallon, they are properties of this object. And so the properties of the object then becomes the data members, and then the car itself is the class name. And so if we look at option A, use one class car with 3 instance variables, int number of doors, boolean has air, and double miles per gallon. Those are all very reasonable data members for a car object. If you look at all the other ones, for example, let's look at B. Does it make sense in this case to create an object for doors and air conditionings? Maybe those things can be things that are objects per se, but for this particular problem, it really doesn't fit the design, especially when you're talking about trying to use a class for miles per gallon itself. So for that one, I think the most reasonable would be A. Number 7, we have an interface and then a class that implements the interface. So a circle is a shape or implements the behaviors of shapes, which is, in this case, you need to be able to compare to other shapes. The question is asking which can be added to the declaration of the circle class so that it will satisfy shape interface. First things first, if you are implementing an interface, right? As soon as you say you are going to implement an interface, you need to implement all of the methods within that interface, and the signature must be 100% exact. And so in that case, the only thing that is valid is to, again, make sure that they all are exactly the same. So for that one, it's one only. So A, and then A. This iPad is going crazy. All right.